Hey there, veteran guardians and new light players. This is Delta 115 bringing you guys another Destiny 2 video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the brand new seal and title, Moments of Triumph 2023 for new light players and returning D2 players. Now, if you guys are wondering why I addressed that instead of veteran guardians, well, as a veteran guardian myself, let's just say, um, by the time the weekly reset started, which releases the new title and seal, I've already completed it in 10 seconds. Literally, like in 10 seconds. By the time I logged into the game and started it, it was there, and I finished it in 10 seconds. So, to me as a veteran, it's kind of disappointing, but to be fairly honest, most of these triumphs are basically from year 6. So these are triumphs from the Lightfall campaign, from Season of Defiance, Season of the Deep, Season of the Witch, and Season of the Wish seasonal stories. So pretty much is understandable why it was done pretty quickly, but kind of disappointing though. But oh well, at least that's off my bucket list. But I'm going to be explaining quickly and best of my ability of every single triumph here in the Moments of Triumph 2023 seal. So without further ado, let's start. So we got the first 4, which is pretty much the Moments of Triumph rewards. I've already claimed them, so I apologize, but I will tell them what they are. So we get the Moments of Triumph t-shirt token, reward Ghost Shell, reward Sparrow, and then Paracausal Adventurer. So let's start with these 3, because the reason why these 3 is because they're related to completing the triumphs in this seal. So if you got 5 triumphs done, you get the t-shirt. 14 triumphs done, you get the Ghost Shell. And 21 triumphs, you get the Sparrow. And if you're wondering what the Ghost Shell and the Sparrow look like, it's these 2 right here. Pretty much. So let me go back to my seal. So yeah. The t-shirt token, you're gonna get it, a notification of it, and then you can buy it from the Bungie store. Same thing for this one. So in Paracausal Adventurer, the reward you get is a patch, a Moments of Triumph 2023 patch. So in this one, this is completely different from the first 3. You have to complete a run of each year 6 raid and dungeon to earn this patch. So complete Root of Nightmares, Crow's End, Ghost of the Deep, and Warlord's Ruin. That's it. Now, we'll move on to the Lightfall quickly. So we got Lightfall Legendary. Complete all Lightfall missions on Legendary difficulty. This is same thing as last year's Moments of Triumph, where we did with the Witch Queen. So to quickly summarize, if you go to the Neptune destination, waiting for this to load up, you go to Neptune, and then you go here. This is where the legendary missions are, and then you can complete any mission on that difficulty, and you're good to go. We had another triumph. Actually, I should have memorized the other ones quickly. We have Action Hero, which is complete all heroic public events in Neomuna. We got Cartographer, which gives you complete all lost sectors of Neomuna. They're not my dolls. I said not mine, sorry. They're not dolls, which is collect all the unique action figures of Neomuna. Terminal Treasures, which is at the end of the Terminal Overload activity, open Terminal Overload chests. Terminal Overload key chests grant additional progress. Then we got Take a Strand, where we inflict the unraveled, severed, or suspended debuffs upon targets. Next we got Restored and Remembered. Restore all the damaged memorials in the Hall of Heroes in Neomuna. So we got these listed here: Stargazer, Maelstrom, Blue Jay, and Strider. I will leave links to those quests in my description box below, so that way you can get an understanding of the quest. We got Honorary Cloud Strider, claim all rank rewards from Nimbus. So, same thing as Finch back in Witch Queen. You complete activities on a certain destination. Once you're done, return to Nimbus. He gives you a reward, and you're good to go. Now, we got the 2 raids, which I've already said. We got the Root of Nightmares raid. We got the Crow's End raid. Then we got the dungeons, which is Ghost of the Deep for this one, and Warlord's Ruin for this one. Don't need to say their names because you know what they are. Now we're going on to the seasonal triumphs. So starting off with Season of Defiance, we have 3 of them. We got Unbowed, Unbent, which is the quest line for We Stand Unbroken. If you complete that quest line, you're good. Next we got Big Game Banisher, which is defeat champions or bosses in the Defiant Battlegrounds playlist. So there's a playlist that came with this season. With Season of Defiance. So it's not that hard. And then next we got Scourge of Light. Defeat combatants with the Season of Defiance weapons. Weapons are mentioned here, so that way you can find them. If you have these weapons, just kill some enemies and you're good to go, pretty much. Moving on to Season of the Deep triumphs. I think we have 3 in total. Yes, no, 4. We have 4 in total. So we got Fully Salvage, which is a quest line called Into the Depths, which is a seasonal story, like the We Stand Unbroken for Season of Defiance. So if you complete that storyline, you're good to go. Next, we got Mechanical Depths, where there's this activity called Deep Dives, and if you complete the levels, there are 3 levels. So you have Twilight level, which is the first one, Midnight level, which is level 2, and Abyss level in level 3. If you complete these 3 levels before the timer runs out to face the boss, then you're fine. You're good to go. Next, we got Deep Reserves, which is defeat targets with Season of the Deep weapons. Same thing with the other one, which is Scourge of Light. If you have the Season of the Deep weapons, there's these Taken weapons and Season of the Drifter reprised weapons, then you're good. You're good to go. And then last but not least, we got Hook, Line, and Sinker, which is catch fish at any fish pond. Now, this was a bizarre activity back in Season of the Deep, and it just brought everybody crazy. You'll get a quest at the helm telling you to go visit Hawthorne on the tower, and once you do that, ladies and gentlemen, you can go and obtain this item from Hawthorne, which is a fishing tackle. Once you get this item, you have to go do some activities and stuff to pick up some bait. Once you get the bait, you then go to any of the 3 destinations once you do the quest. So I believe it's going to tell you to go to EDZ first. It's been a while since I remember what locations it was in order. So we have fishing ponds in 3 different locations. We got 1 in EDZ, we got 1 in Nessus, and we got 1 in Seventh's Throne World. And what they look like, if you go and inspect each destination, you're going to see a fishing pond hook. So once you find that, just head there, relax, and enjoy fishing. But be careful, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a public event that's going to ruin your fishing experience. So best to finish that public event before the fishing pond comes back. Now, our next one is going to be the Triumphs for Season of the Witch. I believe there are 5 in total. Let me go and double check. Yep, there are 5. So we got Sisters and Swords, which is a seasonal story called the Bladed Path quest. You completed this quest, you're fine and good to go. We got Elemental Covens, complete 17th Spire with a full fire team of Arc, Void, and Solar subclasses. Pretty straightforward. Get a team, do 3 17th Spire activities, each activity will have one run of Arc, one run of Void, and one run of Solar. And that's it. Next, we got Acolyte's Offerings. Complete the following altars of summoning encounters on any difficulty. So there's a activity called Altars of Summoning, and you get these offerings, which kind of look like these. So once you're in your inventory, you'll have these 3 offerings, which is this one, Feeble Offering, Robust Offering, and Powerful Offering. Once you have these, use them in the Altars of Summoning. You'll get different encounters, as I mentioned in the Triumph. And once you completed that, you're good to go. The next one in our list is Red Tithings, which is the Season of the Witch weapons mentioned in the Triumph. So if you don't have any of those, use the Season of the Witch engrams, give them to the vendor, and they give you these weapons. If you give them properly, you know, like use them for red borders and stuff like that. Next, we got Arcane Knowledge. Identify all the minor arcanas at the length of a divination. There's these cards that are out throughout Savathun Spire, Altars of Summoning, Embar's Engine, and if you find them, if you're having trouble finding them, there's guides of these cards on YouTube, so feel free to pick up a guide and it'll help you find all the cards. And now we're moving on to Season of the Wish Triumphs, the last 5. So the Parting Glass is the seasonal story that we have this year, which is Wishing All the Best, which is already done. If you have that finished, you're good. We got Lair Crawler, which is complete pathways in Riven's Lair. Completing pathways in the Coil grants increased progress. So we got 2 activities, Riven's Lair and the Coil. Do either of those and you're good to go. Just complete them. Same thing with this one, Riven's Relics. So there's a chest throughout both Riven's Lair and the Coil. Just open the chest with your lair key. Sorry, my voice just cracked there for a minute. Open it with your lair key and you're good to go. Next we got By the Breath of Soul. So we have a exotic mission called Starcross, and you have to complete it with a full fire team using only solar subclasses. That's pretty simple. It's nothing that hard. If you have a solar warlock, Well of Radiance, a solar titan of Hammer's Soul, or a solar hunter with a golden gun, you're fine. You can do this with a team and get it done. And last but not least, Weapon Proficiency. Defeat combatants in the Dreaming City. Targets defeated in seasonal activities award additional progress. Pretty self-explanatory. Go to the Dreaming City destination, kill stuff. If that doesn't satisfy you, go to Riven's Lair or the Coil, kill stuff there, and it gives you more progress. Simple as that. And by the time you finish all 30, I know it says 26, so feel free to drop out any of the 4 that you don't want, but once you've claimed all 30 or 26, your title is unlocked, you can claim it, and it'll look good on your character. Like so. And that's the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. If you still have any questions on what triumphs you're stuck on, let me know in the comments below and I'll answer the best of my ability, or probably provide you something that might help you overcome that difficult triumph that you're struggling with. But anyways, if you still need any help, feel free to leave a comment down below. So, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and check out my YouTube channel for the latest Destiny 2 and other gaming content. And also, if you want to get notified and for extra content, you can check out my socials, which the links will be down in the description box below. That is all, my fellow Guardians. This is Delta 115, signing out.